and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Gwynn.
If it's your custom, I invite you to join with me in praise. Almighty and gracious God, we gather and pause to observe this time-honored custom of retreat of our nation's colors. As we pause this morning, we ask for your mercy and blessing on our nation, which is symbolized by our glory herself. May the whiteness of her stripes and stars be as bright as purity and light. May the red of the shed blood never be forgotten. May the blue of the sky and the brightness of the stars already represent the striving of our nation towards higher purposes and ideals. It's in these moments which we turn our attention to the long legacy of our comrade arms, who have fought and died for the freedoms of our flag symbols. For their sacrifice, we give you, O Lord, thanks and praise. This morning, as the warthogs of the 321st Training Squadron prepare to graduate from basic military training, my prayer is that this retreat ceremony will not soon be forgotten. I ask from this day forward, every time these soon-to-be airmen pause from their duties at the sound of the bugle, that they will be mindful of the generations who have gone before them, who have served, who have bled, and who have died for the flag we belong to. Gracious God, cause each of us, whether civilians, veterans, or current military members, to never miss the opportunity to reflect on the great price and continuing to be paid for the red, white, and blue. It's in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's basic military training Airman's Retreat ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. Representing the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 1996 graduate of Basic Military Training, Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Stout, accompanied by his wife, Bobby. Representing the Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, and 2001 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Alan Frank. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Alan Frank will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Wow, good morning. It's always a good day when you see people come here. Yes! Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to our graduates. The men and women who have come before you have airlifted troops and supplies in the jungles of Vietnam, executed precision airstrikes in the deserts of Iraq and Afghanistan, delivered humanitarian aid to villages in Africa and South America. They have launched missiles and flown satellites, defended airstrips and strengthened partnerships. They have stood on the North Pole, the South Pole, and everywhere in between. As you stand in formation with your flight mates, our airmen, guardian, soldiers, sailors, Marine and Coast Guard brothers and sisters stand in formations all over the world, fighting alongside our alliance, coalition, and international partners. And as the newest Air Force members to join the Department of Defense, you will soon stand in those formations in defense of our nation and its interests. Committing to defend freedom and the American way of life is not an easy task. Every one of you will be faced with challenges and adversity. Every one of you will get knocked down. But as you've heard before, it's not about the knockdown part. It's about the get back up part. When you face challenges and adversity and get knocked down, it's easy to stay down. But that's not what heroes like you do. You are the 1% of the population that are here and committed to never falter or fail. It is you that raise your hand and defend your country with your life. In my almost 22 years as an airman, I've endured challenges and adversity and been knocked down. But as tough as it was, people depended on me to get back up. As you enter this Air Force family and we serve together, I want to share with you a quote from an unknown author that I have up in my office that keeps me inspired when things get tough. It goes like this. I asked for strength and was given difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom and was given problems to solve. I asked for prosperity and was given brawn and brains to work. I asked for courage and was given dangers to overcome. I asked for patience and was placed in situations where I was forced to wait. I asked for love and was given troubled people to help. I asked for favors, but was given opportunities. I asked for everything so that I could enjoy life. Instead, I was given life so that I could enjoy everything. I received nothing I wanted. I received everything I needed. Facing challenges and adversity is not a matter of if, but when. When you do face them, as the great philosopher of our time, Joe Rogan, would say, be the hero of your own movie. Ask yourself, what would the hero of your life story do right now? Then do that. I leave you with this. You're joining a team that will look to you to defend the character of our Air Force for years to come. We have the utmost faith in you because every time you recite the Airman's Creed, you adamantly proclaim that you will not fail. And we believe you. As a senior enlisted leader, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Pixley and Chief Master Sergeant Anderson that you receive your coveted airman's diploma, which signifies your transition today from trainees to airmen. Congratulations, Airmen! Military training instructors, you can proceed.
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the Venerable Airman's coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur, until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force." The Space Professional coin also has a distinctive design. On one side, it displays the original emblem of the Space Force, the Delta, which was first used by space units in 1961, and honors the heritage of the United States Space Force. Beneath the emblem is the year 2019, the birth date of the United States Space Force. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the Space Force motto, "Semper Supra," which translates to "always above." This represents the Space Force's role in establishing, maintaining, and preserving our nation's dominance and freedom of operations in the space domain. On the coin's border is a commemorative inscription that reads, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming a charter member of the United States Space Force."
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Stowers will now come forward and address our graduating class. Isn't it a beautiful day today? Good morning, Warhawks, or better yet, good morning to the Air Force's newest 643 Airmen. My goal for you today is to use through this speech as on the last speech remaining between you and the ability to lead your airmen and try to do it and beat the Texas Heat. Fair? Good morning to all the loved ones, families, friends, and guests that are in attendance with us today and those who are joining us online. I'd also like to personally thank you for everything that you've done to help develop these young long before they ever arrived to basic military training. But I also want to thank you for the continued encouragement and support that you've given me, providing these airmen during their time with us here at the Gateway. And parents in the crowd, I've got one secret I want to share with you today. Really, moms, I think this probably is going to resonate with. But I can tell you, after 7.5 weeks, these airmen are confident in leaving their beds and doing their own laundry. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge all our veterans in attendance with us today. Our military did not believe what it is today without the contributions and sacrifices of the military. And in doing so, you laid a higher foundation from which these airmen before us today will now carry out the selfless mission of defending our great nation. Thank you. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge that we're not here today without the team of professional military instructors before you. It has been my distinct pleasure to have worked alongside these heroes, and I can attest that they are true miracle workers in the art of transitioning civilians into airmen. Our military training instructors dedicate themselves to creating a warrior character and ensure that these airmen are on a successful path from the very start. These instructors work tirelessly to ensure these airmen are ready and equipped to tackle the challenges before them.
Thank you to all our military training instructors. To our newest airmen, I have stood where you stand today. 26 years ago, as a fresh high school graduate, went from being to with the 323rd Training Squadron. I honestly don't remember much of what was said during the graduation events, but I do want to share a couple of thoughts that might be helpful as your Air Force training. First, don't let your actions define your character, but rather let your character define your actions. Character is a growing experience. It doesn't always happen overnight. You know you know who you are, know who you are today, and focus on who you want to become tomorrow. Character will inform your actions. Your actions will shape the past available, and those paths will lead you. If you were to ask them the basic hours, if you thought you would be standing here today as this Squadron commander would have laughed at that idea. But again, it's a growing experience. These last 7.5 weeks have hopefully made you uncomfortable at some point, and there's a reason for it. Whether it was being on the receiving end of an interaction or having your 341 tool for your locker being disorganized, you were learning how to keep performing when it was uncomfortable, and not only that, you learned how to do it as a team. Chief Master Sergeant Wayne Hank, whom our Airman's training complex is named after, he faced inextricable situations and rose to the challenges skies over Vietnam, while serving as a pararescue, saving down there. Whether it was the moment where he took a 30 caliber round through one of his legs, or one of the 5 times the helicopter he was in was shot down, I promise you, Airmen faced challenge. He later rose to the ranks of Chief Master Sergeant and retired as our service's most decorated airman, having earned the Air Force Cross, Silver Star, Purple Heart, and Bronze Star before he ever made stash letters. So I promise that having the ability to keep moving forward when things are uncomfortable and challenging will serve you well into the future. Additionally, I have one ask for each of you, and that is to continue to take care of one another. This is done through giving and respect by being the best way that you can be. Know your friends, peers, co-workers. Know when to ask the tough questions, and know when to just be there for one another. Our nation may not have open conflict, but make no mistake, we have competition out there. They'll challenge us in conventional form and asymmetrical threats, and we will be ready. We need each of you, each and every one of you, your skills and talents and violence to the Air Force's sword sharp and ready when needed. Lastly, I will leave you with the fun fact. Some of you will one day be the centennial leaders of the Air Force. You heard that right. Some of you will be leaders in our Air Force when it turns 100. Just know that all of us at K-4 are excited and looking forward to the Air Force you will lead us to become. As I close out my final message, I can do, just like the Chief, I wanted to say thank you for being the 1%ers. The 1% of Americans that are willing to serve in defense of our freedoms. You're the reason that George Orwell's quote still rings true to me today. And it's one of my favorite quotes, and forgive me because I've taken over the tail, but it reads, people sleep peacefully in their beds at night. Not only because Airmen, people sleep peacefully in their beds at night, only because Airmen stand ready to do violence at night. We're still warrior and goodbye. And Airmen, always remember, one team. One flag!
Others in the challenges of training and has earned the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from Flight 526, Airman Nisa Gonzalez. She is from West Texas and joined the Air Force to become an Operations Intelligence Specialist. In the stands cheering are her mom and dad, Alice and J.R. Gonzalez, and her uncle and aunt, Mitch and Carol Brown. Her recruiter is Master Sergeant Christopher McKinney from the 341st Air Force Recruiting Squadron, San Marcos, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman's dream. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
I am an American Airman!
Now, how about Squadron 5? The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual and the pursuit of happiness, and the national unity all come to mind when we think of our flag. It is the symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of military dedication to the defense of this great nation and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it's lowered, we ask that you think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who preceded us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today. Freedom without precedent in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of the strength behind our flag. Our flag security detail consists of members from the graduating squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Sarah Diar. Our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Latasha Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Post.
The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the armed forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning it is brought out at the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. It is flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy. It was waved at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free. Yet it remains invincible.
Cover! Man, the flag is secured. Retire the colors. Left wheel, march! Forward, march! Left wheel, march! Forward, march!
Top graduate and their family, please report to the podium.